All right. We are back with more FF16.
North.
We are in
Should take us all the way
Eastpool.
to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
Minicat, what are you doing? If I remember correctly, we're gonna get stopped before we can leave this area.
I'm selling.
Goblins, battle chains. I already have one of these, don't I? Yeah. Buy another meteorite, though.
Here you are. Here you go.
Another equestrian roll, and
Come back soon now.
don't tell me what to do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the old man here is gonna be like, "Hey, can you do shit for me because I'm lazy and I need you to do shit for me."
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers. Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalind 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me.
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still considered the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
I like how this man is just gleefully excited that Clive is gonna take away the bearers.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer.
Right? Like he's just like, hey, you can take these people away. Except he's not referring them as people. Oh boy, Clive, here are
He's not
slaves. Yeah.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
All right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
Like, listen to the way these people talk about bears.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travelers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalian. I was born and raised down Market Street. And never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me, telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Clive knows where there is a hideaway for bears. Why not take the bears into his command and then send them there? Good question.
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Viceroy stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
So I get the sentiment of this quest of what it ends up being, but...
Hey, hold on a mo.
Hold on a
Young
mo.
Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak. He'll be in the stables. You should go and have a word with him.
Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Thank you. We will.
Anyway, I understand the sentiment
Sorry, Jill.
that they're trying to...
For making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
But, man, you could cut all this out and not lose anything from your narrative, most likely. Like, I already understand that Elwyn was loved by his bearers and whatnot, but they're still technically his slaves.
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but...
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
That's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself. Ah, so that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
Understood. You keep searching here. We'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
Anyway,
Hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him.
a huge portion of this seems to be trying to push the fact that Elwyn was a good master. But I'm sorry, a slave master who's good is still a slave master. He's still keeping slaves.
Still no sign. Could he have strayed even further?
Like, so I don't understand the narrative they're trying to push here, other than, hey, don't worry,
Someone
Elwyn
over
wasn't a
there.
bad slave master.
It might be him. We should hurry. Come.
Alright, 10 gauge.
We can't lead them to
Have
the old man.
good luck in your
To
meeting.
die.
Hopefully it goes better than the rest of your workday.
Stay down!
Oh, there's more. I did it. It's not like he was doing like Martha and owning them just because they'd end up enslaved somewhere else anyway. Yeah, like he was still a slave owner. He employed them in his castle and treated them well, sure, but they were still slaves.
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition. One which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
Guys, Vector's favorite Pokemon's in the chat.
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness. And now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course. But it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better.
Damned sight.
The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Oh, there you go, Jeremy.
Thank you, my lord.
He remembered
Will you be
Sid's.
passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah, after all she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
He just wants to sleep with Hannah. I mean, maybe. The possibility does exist. Magic ash. All creation is possible because of ether. It is what gives the formless form and the lifeless life. When an object is consigned to the flames, whether due to age, accident, or ill intent, the ether contained within it is released and returned to the land. There are, however, variances in which elemental charge remains trapped inside the resulting detritus, and skilled weaponsmiths can harness this energy for use in their work. Okay, we are finally done this part. I'm going to save my game here because I have not saved in a little bit. Alright. We're heading on to Phoenix Gate now. We probably aren't going to have time to do that today. It is going to be a shorter stream because I unfortunately had to do something for work.
The Deadlands are aptly named.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants.
Look at this
No
area,
animals.
guys.
No life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
We
So,
won't be
dudes,
able
what do you
to
think
use
of
any
this?
magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the land's life force, and problems are all that's left.
They did a really good job showing this place is like just fucking
I can hardly
lacking.
imagine what this place used to look like before the blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful. There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
Okay, so we actually do have to do Phoenix Gate next, but there is a side quest here that we're gonna go do instead. Just because it's here and it's something to do for the next 10 minutes while we pad out the end of stream. There's actually two side quests it looks like. Alright, cool.
I have to find. Can't talk now, Oh, you're Clive, aren't you? Martha told me all about you. Word is you're a devil with that blade.
What did anybody
You
know?
look like you're in a hurry. Where are you going?
Not far, I hope. But I dare not waste a moment. It might cost a man his life.
Sounds serious. What happened?
It's not so much what happened as what might. They've discovered he's a bearer, see? And now, One of his erstwhile friends and neighbors wants to see him clapped in chains.
Where is this bearer?
He wasn't fool enough to wait for the Imperials to arrive. Poor sod took to the road, left his whole life behind. But they'll be after him before long. I need to find him and get him to safety, fast. Here, if you've the time and the inclination, I could do with a hand. Will you help me find him?
Of course. We bearers have to look out for each other.
Thank you, Clive. With your help, we might catch up with him yet. His name's Norris. We need to find him and get him to Martha before the Imperials sniff him out.
You found him yet? You won't catch a bastard standing around clucking like old hens.
Shut the
That
fuck up.
fucking snake played me false, acted like he was one of us, and the whole time he was one of them. We need him caught and handed over to the Imperials. Hanging's too good for him. Well, go on then. If he gets away, I'll see you fitted for a noose.
All right, Ronald. We were just leaving. Look, this one's here to help. I was just filling him in.
Ha! Send a bearer to catch a bearer, is it? Not bloody likely. That's it. I'll find the bastard myself.
Come on now, Ron. It's dangerous out there. We wouldn't want you to come to any harm.
You want something done right, you don't send a bearer.
Clive, this might take a while. You start hunting our man, and I'll be along once I put Ronald's mind at ease. Someone said they saw Norris heading for the Fallen Gate. Maybe you could ask if anyone over that way knows anything. We have to find him. Don't let him slip through our grasp.
Alright. So, that douchebag, Ronald,
I'd better find this Norris before Ronald takes matters into his own hands. Bearers are hardly difficult to spot. What did he mean about being played false, I wonder?
Yeah, Ronald was friends with Norris for years. Found out he was a bear. Norris was the bearer, and now he hates him.
Bearer who works for Martha, aren't you? Can you give me a hand? Curse my luck! I dropped my crystal off a cliff into the bloody swamp like an utter fool. Now I've not got your knack, see, and I need that shard to chill my fish if I'm to take him to market. Well, it's just a short climb down. I'll make it worth your while.
Yeah, sure.
I can't promise anything.
Well, just promise you'll look. Ah, there may be one thing I failed to mention about the crystal. A creature might have already claimed it.
Claimed it.
All right, eaten it, but only might have, you understand. There were a lot of bog crabs down there. Nasty buggers, them.
Sounds like I need to break a few shells.
Oh, don't worry, there weren't too many of them. A veritable walk in the marsh, as they say, the ladders, right over there.
Hey, Cheshire. We're almost done for the day, but I'm glad you're able to stop in. How you doing today? Watch this man threaten me as I walk by. Oh, he didn't this time.
Never heard of crabs eating crystal. Should be interesting. This must be it. I'm not spending any more time down here.
Got it. You got to see us do a side quest real quick. I'm doing pretty good. I had to go into work today, so we had to start late, but...
Well, any luck?
Yours, I presume.
Foul crystal. A thin membrane of fetid muck covers this crystal, which, still in its holder, otherwise appears undamaged.
You found it! Oh, thank you!
Yeah.
any longer out in the sun, and my catch would have made for poor eating indeed.
Be more careful next time.
Oh, I will, I promise. No point casting my nets of a morning if I'm without a crystal to see the catch to town. There was a time honest tax-paying folk could get new ones whenever they wanted. Can't now, though, not for love nor money. Crystals are scarce, and the Empire tightens its purse strings more every day. Lose this little beauty again, and I might as well scrap my nets and take to begging.
Quest complete. Got no AP for that, though. Alright. Well, before we do this side quest, then we're gonna save here, and this is what will be done for today, guys. If you guys like what you saw and you're not following, I do encourage you to give a follow. We're here nearly every day. I'll be back on Friday with more Final Fantasy 16. Friday's also going to be Borderlands 3. I gotta check with the group to make sure we're, to see where we're going to be, because we might be installing whatchamacallit, Tiny Tina's, so I gotta make sure. On Saturday, we're gonna be starting Ex Natura for Miro Dies to this. That'll be a late night stream as well. So, guys, as always, thank you very much for viewing. I'm just gonna hop off here because, yeah, I gotta go do some stuff real quick and then go to the gym. So, I will chat with you later.